The article says, Jamie Foxx still hospitalized in Georgia, undergoing more tests after medical complication. That's all we've been hearing was medical complications. Now, I've heard a couple of people say that he had a stroke, and this is just talk. This is just chatter. It had not been confirmed, but they appear to be quite silent on his real conditions. Now, the first thought or question that came in my mind was, is his contract coming to an end? Is his contract coming to an end? Now, the article reads as follows. Foxx had been in Atlanta filming the Netflix movie Back in Action, co-starring Cameron Diaz and Glenn Close. After a health scare last week, Jamie Foxx is still in the hospital. The 55-year-old singer and actor remains in a Georgia hospital where he's undergoing tests to determine what caused his medical complication. And keep in mind, they got that in quotes, last week per People. Details of his complication have not been disclosed, and it's not disclosed for a reason that is beyond us. We are running tests and still trying to figure out what exactly happened, a source told CNN. Now, I want to stop right there for a moment. I was born in Pahokee, Florida. And in Pahokee, Florida, South Florida, there's a lot of black people at that time and even today that's into voodoo or witchcraft, as some people may call it. And there are cases where someone could vex you or do some work on you where you would get sick and the doctors can't find anything wrong with you. Now, I'm not saying this is the case with Jamie Foxx, but it does sound quite familiar. Now, like I've mentioned in past videos, I have family members on my father's side that practice that mess. And there's people in the South that I know that practice that mess and is very good at what they do. I shared a case one time where this guy that lives in Elmira, New York, was about to go to court for some drugs, and he was basically done. I mean, he was getting some serious time for the amount of drug dealing that he was doing. All right. So he was caught in the very act. So he was basically gone. So he was going to court to be sentenced. His family in the South, in Florida, knew a lady that knew some stuff. And she asked for his birth date and different information. And then she says that she rocked him all night long. He's going to be okay. Now keep in mind, he's in New York. They're in Florida. When he went to court that day, and it was this time when the judge called him, and he went up there to stand before the judge, he said that when he stood up, he actually felt someone or something stand up with him. Someone that's not there. He said he felt something stand up and go with him. When he went to stand before the judge completely threw the case out. And he went home free. So I don't know what that lady did. I would love to know who that woman is. I would love to be able to sit down and talk to that lady to find out what she did, if anything, to cause that case to be thrown out. I also know of a case of one of my family members that was sick one day and got so sick to the point where she couldn't even sit up. And my grandmother was washing her clothes and found something sewn in the hem of her dress. And she said it was like some chicken fat or some type of fat with some string tied around it, something to that effect. And she took it and she showed it and she said, this is what's been making you sick. The doctors couldn't find nothing wrong with her. And my grandmother said, this is what was making you sick, and they burned it. And after she burned it, my family members was doing well. Like nothing had ever happened before. So the stuff works. See, the stuff works. So this is what it reminds me of, because they're not saying what's wrong with him. They're just calling it a medical condition. And they need to do more tests on him to find out what's causing him to be sick. Right? So when I heard that, when I read that, the first thought came to my mind was someone putting roots on him. Right? And again, like I said, and like I questioned, is his contract up with? It says, last Wednesday, Foxx's daughter, Corinne Foxx, revealed that the Oscar winner had suffered a health scare while in Atlanta the day prior. We wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday, she wrote on behalf of the Foxx family. Luckily, due to the quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery. Now, I just got done reading an article where they said that he's going in and out of consciousness. That don't sound like somebody that's recovering to me. Foxx had been in Atlanta filming the Netflix movie Back in Action, co-starring Cameron Diaz and Glenn Close. According to People, his incident did not occur on set, and he was not taken to the hospital by an emergency vehicle. Now, this is a photo of Jamie Foxx holding up the Baphomet sign. Now, some people may think, oh, that don't mean anything, right? But it means a lot. And it says, reps for Foxx did not immediately respond to EW's request for comment. All right. So, is his contract just about up? All right. So, what is really going on with Jamie Foxx? We don't know. Okay. And again, I have not commented on it because I've been sitting back kind of observing and waiting for more information to come out. But the only thing that we keep hearing is the fact that, you know, he's going in and out of consciousness, and then somebody say he's doing well, and then they can't find anything wrong with it. They call it medical complication. So what is really going on with Jamie Foxx? Is his demonic contract up? And is he on his way out of here? So feedback, tell me what you think until next time. I'm fearless.